Sorry about that. Welcome to Football Brownie, guys. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, spreading love during this pandemic. Because we all need a little bit of loving. And boy, did Brownie get a little bit of loving like last night. No comment. Anyway, hope you're well. A lot of things to have a chat about tonight. Absolute loads of crap to have a chat about tonight. But before we go any further, please check the latest channel figures. Oh, 1 second. The wine is coming. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, just put it there.
One here?
Yeah. How much is that?
Just 1 second, please. 180. Thank you, sir. You come over the change.
Okay, well, no problem. Thank you. Oh, sorry, guys. The wine have just come. Right, bear with me. Anyway, right, check out the latest channel figures, okay? All up to date up until about 5 minutes ago. How you can help improve the channel figures is right down below. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that bloody button right now. Hang on, I wanna pour myself a glass of wine. I think I deserve it. Okay, tonight, let's just start with Arsenal first. I think that'll be the easier debate to start with. Guys in the chat, say hello. Yeah, Arsenal. Convincing winners over Sunderland. I don't think anyone doubted that, really. Just finished, if I'm honest with you. Last time I seen it was 4-1. Could well have been 5. Eddie Nketiah was, after scoring the first goal, he was, 12-1 for a hat-trick. I think he did get a hat-trick in the end. Yeah, it is what it is, really, isn't it? So Arsenal progress, let's be honest, Sunderland in League One, like the likes of Pepe are always going to shine against, standards or levels like Sunderland now. So it's false misrepresentation for me. Cheers anyway, guys. Cheers. It is 10 o'clock back home in the UK, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning here in Dubai. My last day actually, flying back tomorrow. It's been a long one, very, very enjoyable. I got my bearings a little bit more now. We'll get to that anyway first. Okay, what other results we've had tonight? Let's double check. I think Barcelona and Sevilla are still playing, I think. Yeah, currently 1-1 in Seville. The Arsenal actually won 5-1. They did score another goal after I stopped watching it. So Sevilla currently 1-1 with Barcelona. Coming into the last 10 minutes now there. So we'll just... I'm just wondering whether Sevilla could have a late winner. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be interesting. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, what's happened today in Wales. I'm sure many of you... I was going to do a video about it. I thought, no. Let's see how the day progressed regarding it. And let's go about doing a live show, live Q&A. I'm sure many of you have heard about it, what happened. Basically, I never wanted Football Brownie channel to go politically, but unfortunately, on this occasion, politics has mixed with football. In fact, in every Welsh sport during the last almost 24 hours now. At midnight last night, the Welsh government and leader Mark Drakeford announced that there will be no attending any Welsh sporting event from Boxing Day. And that has angered a hell of a lot of people, including myself, to be quite honest with you. Apparently, there's a fund which is only worth 3 million to the Welsh sporting clubs. Well, hang on. You're talking now, the Welsh Grand National at Chepstow, how much are they going to lose? That could well be more than 3 million on its own. Then you've got how much, the likes of Cardiff, Swansea, Newport, Wrexham, just them 4 football clubs alone would take on match day revenue. And that's not even including the Welsh League or the lower leagues. And this is really, one thing has really got to me. One thing has really got to me on this, because as I'm getting older, a lot of my friends are parents, and they like to watch their kids play football. Over a weekend, driving the kids here and everywhere. But as it stands, a parent. Oh, bear with me. My change is coming from my wine. Okay, thank you, my friend. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. As it stands, a parent is banned from watching his child play football. Well, let's be honest, you're probably looking at around about, even if it was one parent per player, which it never is, that would be 20 people around a football pitch. A parent is banned watching their child play football on a park pitch, but yet they can go to a packed cinema, a packed pub, a packed supermarket. This is absolutely disgusting, if I'm quite honest with you. It's a disgusting move. Hitting sports fans is an easy option. And throughout this COVID thing, the period, right, because the 4 home nations have devolved powers for, we've had 4 different bloody ways of going forward. I've never liked that, but it's come across me for quite a while. Basically, they're playing party politics, and they're playing party politics with the mental health of sports fans. Just because a Labour leader in Wales can do something different to a Conservative leader in England, they'd like to point score, where people just want to move on. The case numbers are rising. I completely understand that. It's winter. Let's be honest, it is winter, right? But the death numbers are very, very low. The death numbers and hospital admissions have gone down in a region of about 30 to 40% in the last week or two. It does not justify this type of draconian measure. It really doesn't, and it's really got to me, because I'll be going back now tomorrow. You will have lower league football clubs or lower league rugby, or you'll have grassroots clubs. Because let's be honest, there's no end date at the moment for this. It's starting, it's starting on Boxing Day. Well, all of a sudden, what? Is COVID going to bloody kick off after having a nice Christmas dinner? Because if it's that bad, then why didn't the lockdown happen straight away? Why wait to Boxing Day if it's that bad? It's absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. And grassroots sporting clubs, not just football, but rugby, uh, you know, and other sporting clubs will be hit massively. And I don't know whether some of them can survive this. I really don't know if some of them can survive this. The PR thing of the Welsh, as I've mentioned, the PR bloody machine of the Welsh government have come out. Oh, there's a fund. There's a fund. Every club can bloody apply to get. The fund is only £3 million. Chepstow alone, who has the Welsh Derby normally on a Boxing Day, I'm sure they would lose more than £3 million just on that event. But they expect that £3 million to be spread across every single sporting club and event in Wales. The grassroots would have the crumbs, and not even, they'd be lucky to have crumbs of that £3 million after everything is shared out. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just point scoring. Listen, my days in politics are long gone, absolutely long gone. I'm now of the opinion that they're all the same. No matter which side you prefer, they're all the same. They all look after themselves. Hospitality in Wales have been battered since the introduction of COVID passports. Then all of a sudden that doesn't work. Now this measure as well. Now, Mark Drakeford, the Welsh leader, I've called him out. I've wanted him to come on the show because of the last ridiculous move he done on on closing bloody sporting events in Wales. I wanted him to come on a show. He's quite happy to go on much. I'm not the biggest bloody YouTuber, don't get me wrong, but he's quite happy to go on YouTube channels which have around about 50 subscribers if they're lucky, because let's be honest, they are Labour grassroots supporters. That's why. So he's happy to do that, but then you know what? And by doing that announcement at midnight last night, strikes home as they are nothing but cowards, knowing damn well that majority of the Welsh population would not know this until much later on. And I called this out on Twitter earlier. Okay, I'm about 3-4 hours in front of people in the UK, but it took hours, and I mean hours later, for any minister of that Welsh government to come out and on social media and speak about any reasons why. And Dawn, whatever the one, Merthyr, Dawn, whatever. These politicians, you see, these politicians are quite happy to jump on the populist bandwagon when these clubs are doing well, or when something is something is good for their profile. They're quite happy to jump on that bandwagon. When Cardiff went up to the Premier League, you had all these ministers getting any free tickets. Oh yeah, supporting the club, knowing damn well they were nowhere near it when nowhere near the club when we were in League Two of the old Division 4. Absolute shysters, right? Yet, they turn their back on those same clubs because of a theory, let's be honest, a theory which is not backed up by evidence that a shutdown or a lockdown away from sporting events is necessary. One second. Right. Right, okay. Lewis says, dyddiau taller. Brownie, dyddiau taller, Brownie, dyddiau taller. Let's go into the and the thing as well. Let's go away from this side. As it stands, it could well be changing, because. But anyway, as it stands, Cardiff fans, Swansea fans, Wrexham fans, Newport fans, they banned from attending home games, yet they can go to away games and everyone attend. It's nonsense, absolute nonsense, honestly. BS, hi mate, hope you well. Drakeford made Clovis patch for football and unavoid. The man's a commie through and through. I just think he hates football. I know he hates football. I just think he hates bloody. I think he hates everything sport stands for. Let's be honest. Following sport is far more popular than following any political leader or any, political party. And that is why, over the years, over the decades, that's why you always had political people jumping on the football bandwagon, the rugby bandwagon, every other bandwagon because they wanted to be seen in the it crowd. But then the moment in which those clubs are struggling, they turn their back and they punish them. It's an absolute disgrace. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. 3 weeks of Flack McCabe. Well, in Wales, listen, I could well be behind the times now because of the time difference. But as far as I'm aware, in Spain, there's no end date at the moment. In Spain, sorry, in Wales, there's no end date. What's happened to Rose Nightingale Hospital? I know Chris Sander and his beliefs, so I'm sure that he's going to get right into this thing. Okay. Okay, Cardiff Devils play away at Coventry to full house and home to exactly. Absolutely, exactly. It's not right, man. It's mental. Drakeford ruleless restrictions. Yeah, of course he will. Of course he will. Yeah, that's all it is, man. That's all it is. And another thing as well, the Welsh media, and I always call them out because I think they are nothing but arse-licking bastards because they want, as you mentioned, BS, they want their free passes, their free bloody interviews, they want to get up the gravy train, let's be completely honest with you. And none of them, absolutely none of them, are calling the Welsh government out on this. This is down, look, in my opinion, it's not about, the new agenda now is to blame unvaccinated bloody sporting, players, whether it's rugby, footballers. No. This has come down to them and us. Them and us. And it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Randy's in the house. Hi, Randy. Brownie. Randy. Hope you're well, my friend. And guys, as you guys know, Randy is a member, channel member. Starting again, we're doing a push now. When I get back, doing a push with channel membership. Also got, cheapest chips channel membership, $1.99 per month. I'd be very, very grateful to anyone who can join up there. I hope getting some action. I hope it's not bloody. No, it's not bloody. I'm really enjoying myself. You've seen my social media posts of late, Randy, and it's going really well, mate. I couldn't ask for any better at the moment. I'd be completely honest with you. I deserve a bit of happiness, I'll be honest. But Oh, Randy, I watched Sonny Parker as well. What do you think of that? I thought I didn't. I thought it was quite a boring fight. But anyway, COVID restrictions. The Scotland and Wales. Let's be completely honest. The Scotland and Wales just want to show people they can do something with Boris. No one's got a freaking clue. No one's got a clue. The deaths are low. Hospital admissions are low. Cases are up. So what? So what? When I get back, I am due a booster jab, right? And I am not taking it. I'm quite categorically said I am not taking the booster when I get back. Because quite frankly, I took, naively I think now when I look back, but naively, I accepted the first and second jab because I wanted to live my life like I used to. Now, lo and behold, even after I've done that, we're going back into a lockdown away from sporting events, and it's a disgrace, absolute disgrace. Anyway, right, whatever. Again, things can we talk about, guys? If you want to keep on talking about that subject, or no problem, and I'll still answer any questions. You know what I'm like. Right, last night. Oh, brilliant! It was really good. Needed it. Really good. Really good night. Needed it. Much needed. Check out the photos on my social media. Maybe after a couple of more glasses of wine, I'll go into more detail, I think, but not just yet, anyway. Not just yet. Raddy's now in the house as well. Hi, Raddy. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. And you know what? I don't know how, right? But certain platforms, YouTube is leveling out a bit on the numbers. Facebook's gone shot up. Twitter, Insta's dropping. I don't know why, but please, guys, if you are, if you connected up with a channel on one platform and you are on the other platforms, please check the other platforms out. Your support is really, really grateful. Right, let's see. I want to check that bloody Barcelona game, don't I? Full time, 1-0. Barcelona rubbish these days, anyway. Absolutely rubbish. Where does that leave them now? Real Madrid top with 43 points. 5 points now ahead of Sevilla because Real Madrid did draw with Cadiz yesterday. Barcelona in 7th for 28 points. Wow. Absolute wow. It is nice, though. Real Vallecano, and now I'm going to tell you about Real Vallecano, okay? They've got the best, they've won more home games than any other team in Europe, including the likes of PSG and everyone else. Well done to Real Vallecano. Betis as well. Real Betis are going well in the Europa League. Manuel Pellegrini is in charge of them, and they're doing well. So, and then you've got Sevilla in second. So basically, you've got both the Sevilla clubs in second and third at the moment. But I'm sure Atletico will come back into it. Barcelona will probably kick on. January is going to be a very interesting month for many clubs and many supporters. Raddy says, I was at the Emirates, just got back from a game. Okay, did you enjoy it, mate? I did watch it on on a TV. Still trying to get my head around the times in which kickoffs are. I think it was like midnight, I think, or something. But yeah, you know what? When Sunderland got that second goal back, I thought, it could well be a an interesting tie, but I think after that third goal killed the tie off. I think. I don't know what you guys think, but I think our third goal absolutely killed the tie off. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal. No, I know it's people in the chat who are Arsenal fans, right? I know, and many of those people were Arteta out when I was saying, look, I can see progress here, and I can see a vision. Now, people in the chat, are you finally going to accept that Brownie was right? Or are you still going to carry on with your anti-Arteta agenda, even though surely you can see the progress in which the youngsters and the team is gelling together and moving forward? Let me know. Okay, Laddie comes back. Second half, we bossed it. Yeah, you did. You did. Pepe, Eddie, Patino. The thing I did mention earlier on, with regarding Pepe, let's be honest, Sunderland League One, probably like mid to lower bloody French league. I think it's a misconception that people say, oh, give Pepe a bloody chance now. It is Sunderland. We need to recognise that. But, you can only beat what's in front of you, I guess. You can only beat what's... that Patino, yeah. He seems another youngster coming through, doesn't he? Okay, a little bit of transfer news as well. I mean, I don't know why, but Aubameyang, which I did mention about 2 weeks ago now, but Aubameyang to Newcastle seems to be gathering pace as well. Also, on the Newcastle front, I'm hearing that, or I've read, that Joe Rodon, former Swansea centre half, went to Tottenham recently. He's been playing great for Wales, I'll be honest with you, even though he is a Swansea bastard. He could well be going to Newcastle, although I have heard as well that West Ham have been inquiring. West Ham were actually originally interested in him when, basically he had a choice of going to Tottenham or West Ham. He chose Tottenham. Could well be the wrong choice, but West Ham are still interested. So, Joe Rodon. I mean, do you guys think that January is going to be make or break for Newcastle? How much are Newcastle going to spend in January? How much? It could well be. We're going to go two ways, isn't we? We're going to try and really really splash for cash to try and get Premier League safety, or safety from a drop, or we're going to accept relegation and say, you know what, let's leave it and just press a restart button from a championship. I hope, as a Cardiff City fan and a fan of a team who's in the championship, I do hope that they survive the drop, simply because, let's be completely honest here, it will be one less promotion place for everyone else in the championship if they do go down. Let's be completely honest there. Newcastle could well be playing with best buddies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right there, mate. Be interesting to see which way they're going to go. Are they going to think about it as, the ownership, and let's be honest, through various pathways, is for the Saudi government? Are they going to see that as embarrassment if Newcastle go down, so they'll splash the cash in January, sorry? And it could well be the more sensible option, where they say, okay, no worries, we'll hold our hands up, we're going to go, we'll go down, and then we'll we'll start more naturally, I suppose. Press restart and go more naturally up. I don't know. What What do you guys think? It'd be interesting to hear your opinions on it. Sam, is this a brownie and cheddar? Sam, you want to come in? Help me out, Sam. You want to come in, mate? Be good to catch up after yesterday's show. We had some good feedback from yesterday's show. Difficult buy players in January. Hey, they're going to have to overpay. Let's be completely honest. They're going to have to overpay. But on the other hand, I'm sure clubs will take something for players who are out of contract in the summer and take nothing at all. Yeah, I'll do that now, man. I'll do that now, Sam. Just bear with me. I've done it on your Twitter, mate. I've just done it on your Twitter. Sam, a new Kahoot legend. Yeah. No, I know you're like Sam coming on. Is this an Arsenal or Cardiff-based podcast? It all depends. Hey, Ray, it all depends at what time you come in. I started off basically Cardiff because I had a bit of a rant regarding the disgraceful move in which the Welsh government have done against Welsh sporting clubs. Absolutely disgraceful. But let's be honest, Arsenal did play tonight. I've sent Sam the link anyway. Ray, if you want to come on as well, more than welcome, mate. And anyone else, let me know. More than welcome. Hi, Stefan. Stefan is in the house. You know what? You lot are coming in now, knowing damn well that I'm not going to wind back. And stories about last night could well be coming out sooner rather than later. I know how you're thinking. And yeah, Raddy says, I both. So tomorrow, I don't know. You go, Taib. Hang on, let's get Sam in first. Hey, mate, how are you? Whoa.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. My flight is tomorrow. I've turned down the opportunity of going out tonight.
Yeah, we'll see if you get on that plane. We'll see.
I have to.
You
My PCR test will run out.
You already missed two fucking flights.
I know. It's been a fucking shambles of fucking planning, I tell you.
Jesus Christ, you couldn't fucking plan a piss up in a brewery. You couldn't.
Yeah, but hang on. One of them is your fault. Let's be
Oh, no,
completely
it's
honest.
not. Don't you fucking dare put it on me.
You. I know. Hey, that was a great stream, or Sam. Yeah. I think it was Stefan. No, Stephen Denham said in the chat. He said, you know what? And he is right. I think everyone knows that because he said, look, the bigger, more popular channels are so diluted nowadays that it's good to have go on the lesser channels because you have the better banter, really.
Yeah, I mean, we have a mess around and a chat, and some of the stuff we say is good, a lot of the stuff we say isn't, and it's just a laugh, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. Okay. Taib says, Brownies bum. Taib is mad. He is mad, I'm telling you.
Taib is. I tell you what, Taib is a great guy. You meet him in real life. He's so nice and he's pleasant and very, very
completely
well-mannered.
Different. Is he completely different?
Well-mannered? Really polite. Such a great guy. And in the chat, he turns into this like Tasmanian devil.
Sam, you're an Arsenal fan. Your thoughts first about the Arsenal game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was playing Sunderland. They weren't that great, were they? I thought it was a good result to win 5-1. We played with quite a mostly a reserve team really. So it was disjointed. The performance wasn't that great, but we created chances. We scored goals, and Ketia managed to get a hat trick. 2 of the goals were well taken. And my highlight of the night was to see wonderful 17-year-old Charlie Patino come on debut for Arsenal and score a goal. Fantastic talent. Apparently, he's the biggest talent Arsenal's ever had in their academy, according to the scouts that brought him in. They reckon he's a better talent than Jack Wilshere and Fabregas. So we're going to see now if he's going to live up to that.
Okay.
Yep.
And people in the chat will you can answer this question as well then. A year ago? It would have been a year ago because that's when Arsenal had a bad run.
Yep.
All Arsenal fans, apart from myself, well, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but were saying, Arteta out. And I said on Ray's channel, Arsenal Fan Circle, check it out. I said on Ray's channel, I can see a vision. Although, yeah.
Hold your horses. Hold your fucking horses, mate. Right, I'm going to tell you 2 key things here now, okay? Number 1, when you were saying that, right, first of all, you were just doing it to piss us off, basically, just to go against the grain. That's what you
Would
always
I do such a thing?
You always do. You always go against the grain to go out on your fishing trips and try and fish your little fucking reactions. That's what you was doing. And second of all, there was no sign of any progress at that time. No sign. You had to be literally deluded to see any progress at that time whatsoever. There was none. We were creating nothing. We were shit in defense. We were poor results. It was rubbish. And then some tweaks later. And when it started to click was when we finally had this last transfer window and he finally brought in some of the players he wanted. From the summer now onwards, it started to, I would say now we're starting to see progress after about nearly 2 years. It's starting now. But before now, there hasn't been progress. There really hasn't, Brownie.
You see, this is the thing with Sam. Sam will never ever tell you that he was wrong and Brownie was right. He would never tell you.
I would. You've always got this.
As many egg cells as possible.
You've always got this way of fucking. You always got this way of finding your way in somewhere. You know, but you went back when you were saying that Arteta in. You were like 1 of 5%.
It's called forward thinking. Anyway.
It's not. It's called being a fucking troll. That's what it's called.
Right. Mike, hi Mike. I hope you're well. He says, Mike, I'll be honest with you, mate. Many thanks for your supportive comments in the last few days. Much appreciated. And I hope you and yours are well as well. I need to catch up with your chat for a minute, Sam. Stefan said, how's that, Ted? There you go, Stefan. Gary, there you go. Hello, Adam, wrong brownie, Sam, right, green, red dog. He's another one who would never, you know what, Paul, in all fairness, I've got to know Paul very well, over the last, 6-12 months. I tell you what, Paul is a very knowledgeable guy about football, and I just trusted Arteta for myself. Yeah, me and you, Paul, we know our football, son. We know our football.
Yeah.
There you go. Taib. Sam, we've got to take your word for it. Odegaard will be a top player.
I told everyone. And you.
No. Reword that. We told everyone.
Yeah, we told everyone. We had it on your channel. We told everyone what we could see coming, and it's happened.
Yeah. I tell you, do you think him and Smith Rowe can play together?
Yes, I do, because we saw it against who did we play last? Not this game. Fuck, who was it we played last? My brain's going fucking dead, honestly. Who did we last beat? We just beat in the league. Leeds. That's it. They managed to play together against Leeds. They can play together. It just maybe not against all teams. I think against really good I think against really strong teams you can't, because you have to have more in central defence in terms of like 2 pivots instead of 1. Because today we only played with 1. Because when you're playing with Erdegaard and Smith Rowe, you can really only have 1 pivot. But if you're playing against a really strong team, you can't. You just tactically you have to put more in central midfield. So yeah, if you're playing a strong team, it's not going to work.
Nothing. Okay, what do you think about the Japanese right back? Because every time I've seen him, Sam, right, I've seen flaws in his game. But yet, if you listen to social media and everything, he's like bloody Roberto Carlos or something. Do you know what I mean?
Who are you talking about?
That Japanese right back.
Tomiyasu has been playing very well. Yeah, he's very stable.
I think defensively he's been found out a little bit.
I wouldn't say so. He's had some very strong. He had some very strong performances.
Maybe I had a couple of bottles of wine before I watched the games.
Well, we had a couple of wobbly games, but every new player in a new league will, right? I mean, he's coming into a completely new league. He's used to the Italian league, but the last few games he's been really, really good, really solid. So I would say that he's looking very good at the moment, Tomiyasu. He's not a flash player. That's the thing. He's not one of these look at me, what I can do type of players. He just does his job,
Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I wouldn't put it on the screen, but yeah, I completely agree with you. Says, where did Arteta find Saka Martinelli? Both were at Arsenal when he came, Sam, wasn't he?
Martinelli was, he was he's going to come through a do basically. Before Arteta came, of course. So, yeah, he was through the Brazilian scouting network that Do had in place. That was that guy. I can't remember his name now, but there's a well-known Brazilian scout that Arsenal have had for many years. He's been like the head scout for South America. He had brought him in. He came from the Brazilian 4th division or something like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, as per usual, Arsenal rip these lower league clubs off for their talented players, like he done with Aaron Ramsey. With
here we go. Oh, is it old school? Is violin playing for Cardiff?
Paul comes back, says, "Hope you're well, Brownie, mate." Yeah, good, mate, good. And same as you, Sam. I remember saying we should have signed Maddison.
Oh, I
think I called Odegaard back. Yeah, very wrong. Maddison, look, I like Maddison, but he was Leicester, very much like bloody Harry Maguire. They completely overpriced their players, and Arsenal, fair play to them. Arsenal told them a fuck right off.
They definitely got the best deal out of it when you look back at it now. I mean, Maddison is a decent player, and he has that reputation, doesn't he? But
yeah,
the price they wanted for him was like 80 million or something like that. Just ridiculous, So
Stephen Denham is in a chat. Hi, Steve. We were just talking about you, actually. I'm sure your ears may have been burning, but I don't know what we're talking about now. We were talking about our last live show, wasn't it?
Well done, Steve. Nice to see you, mate.
And he says, Brownie and Sam, we haven't gone into the finer details. Sam, do you know much about the Welsh government today? I don't know how.
I haven't seen any news from Wales, to be honest. And I'll be honest with you, Wales is not really a part of the world I care very much about.
No, that's fair enough. But basically, a directorate have gone said that nobody can attend any sporting event from Boxing Day because of COVID. It's like COVID of, they must think that COVID is having a fucking great Christmas day and lovely turkey, and then all of a sudden playing fuck the following day.
I think you said it well earlier, because I was watching while I was eating. I was watching you before I joined the chat, and I think you said something along the lines of Scotland and Wales. They always like to overreact to sort of like pander to England and to central government. And yeah, I think both Scotland and Wales are very much overreacting to what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, basically, it's like, we can do something. Look, Boris is in a gutter at the moment. We're right across the UK. Let's make us look better than him by doing fucking something. You know, it's
Yeah,
all
you're right. You're right. It's
really,
over. The
yeah,
overreaction is it's far. You know, the whole thing is those restriction measures, those measures that are supposed to be taken, they're supposed to be in proportion with the threat.
yeah,
With what's actually going on, and that's at the moment there is no there's no link between the proportion of the measures and what's actually going on. It's
yeah.
a
I know.
very, very severe over exaggeration and overreaction, and it's going to cause what they don't realize, and this is what really pisses me off, is their restrictions and their what they're doing, the measures they're imposing, is going to cause far more now with what's going on with the Omicron virus.
Yeah,
Is going to cause far more harm in the long term than what the Omicron virus is going to do.
yeah. Of course, I will.
Far more, because you're going to close businesses, which ruins lives. People don't get jobs. All the knock-on
Yeah,
effects from that. You have people who can't get regular checkups and treatment because they're saving places for COVID patients that they don't need to. And all these things have a huge knock-on effect. People are going and testing, clogging up the system, testing instead of other people getting tests because
I
people are
know.
panicking when you don't really need to get a test. People are panicking and taking a test. So, the knock-on effects on this, the actual, the actual domino effect of this is huge and long-term, and it's going to end up killing and
Yeah,
ruining many more lives than the actual Omicron virus. Look at mental health as well. I
I
mean,
know.
you go into a new lockdown after nearly 2 years of on and off lockdowns. The suicide rate went through the roof. People went into many more people went into severe depression. It's going to happen again. I mean, why don't these authorities think, about the whole picture?
Yeah,
They just look at one thing. They look at it's spreading.
it's
They
kind
don't,
of like
you
it's
know,
kind of like they're using it as a diversion tactic about the bad governments in other areas.
yeah,
Oh yeah, it's like the well-known phrase, "A good day to bury bad news."
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
and all day I've been thinking, what you know, what news are they burying? Because they
mm,
knew damn well at midnight. How fucking cowardly is
that's
fucking
ridiculous.
announcing something like this at
It's
midnight?
ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. I mean, how are people supposed to know that? You don't get to know it, do you? Basically,
You know.
until
Uh,
the next day.
but I agree, Brownie has flaws. Yeah, yeah, I think he does, mate. I think he does. I think he's been over bloody hyped at the moment, in my opinion. Uh,
Yeah,
Chris, what football
Paul's
team
been
do you
through it. The
support?
poor guy. Paul's been through it. The poor guy. What Paul's
Yeah,
going through
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
moment?
Oh, sorry,
Terrible.
I'm
Should never go through that.
I'm a Cardiff fan, mate. Sam's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
Welcome to the channel, anyway. Sorry, I knew Paul would meant comment. So I do apologize, guys. I'll go back to previous comments. So for Tebus and March are very yeah, no, Paul. All right, Paul. You know, mate, my fucking heart goes out to you, mate. And if you ever want to talk to a fucking idiot, you know where I am. But yeah, it, it's gone from it's just a political football now. It's just a
yeah,
political football, Sam. I know people still have a mindset of they protecting a nation, but they've never protected a nation, no matter who's fucking been in charge. It's always the bloody working classes who've been, you know, it's a them and us situation, and it's been like that now for fucking centuries.
yeah. No, it really is. It's the authorities. They can't look nuanced at situations. They just have this standard response of basically doing their finest response is the worst, basically worst response possible, and they keep going back to it. They just keep doing the
Yeah,
same old thing because they don't think, oh, maybe we can do something different. No, let's just keep doing the same thing because it's easy, right? It's become easy for them to do it, and they don't realize that there are actually other ways of doing things.
yeah. And now I don't know if you heard. Now they basically because it's a generational thing. I think the older generations, because of the war and everything, I think they trust the government far more than the younger generations. Now, they push the agenda that the reason which bloody football teams are having this bloody COVID is because people are unvaccinated. And I think, and that's bollocks because you can still have it even if you are vaccinated.
Well, Brownie, the
And
numbers,
now,
the
sorry,
research.
now clubs. Sorry, one
Yes,
second, Sam. One
yes, sorry.
second. Now clubs are coming out and saying, I think Jurgen Klopp said it. They will refuse to sign players who are not vaccinated.
Yeah. In terms of players and things like that, I think that's a different story because if you're a player, it should be. I mean, it should a vaccine should always be down to choice. I agree. It should always be your choice what you put in your body. It should never be mandatory. So that I agree with. So they should never force a player or any civilian to take a vaccine in order to do anything. I agree with that. But what must be said, and I must put this across, and I must make this point, is that you look at all the research, and I'm talking about the real research now, and I follow it because I go into
Not the Brownian Charities research. Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to go because I go to the CDC website in America where all the research gets put together. WHO, the World Health Organization website, where you can also see links to all the research and all the top research from the top universities and the top scientific communities around the world. They all show that at the moment, the way things have gone the last 6 months, the spread is mainly among people who are not vaccinated. That is what's happening. Yes, you can still get the virus being vaccinated because that is what is with a vaccine. A vaccine is not a guarantee against not getting the virus. But what a vaccine is it really boosts your chances of having very little side effects or no side effects, or at least not needing hospitalization. That's what the vaccine does for you. And they're showing now across America with everything that's going on there now with Omicron taking hold there. The same in South Africa. Nearly 90% of people who need treatment at the moment are unvaccinated. And you look at the communities where they're still, well, it's still rife, where it keeps spreading and mutating. They are the communities that don't get vaccinated. It's just the truth. The mainstream media are terrible at providing this information. That's another huge pet peeve of mine, is the way the media portray this information. They portray it in such a skewed way. They only look at the amount of people who are infected, which is the completely wrong way of looking at it. Because if you're infected and it's only mild, it's not giving you any real trouble. It's not really a problem, right? Because what's happened now with Omicron is like the fourth mutation now, or the fifth mutation since COVID started. The new SARS variant started. It's mutated to a level where it's no longer very dangerous in terms of how severely it affects you. First of all, it doesn't go into your lungs anymore. It only stays up here in the higher bronchial area. It goes in your throat and it goes in your nasal area. So it's like a head cold, basically. It doesn't go into your lungs, which the previous variants have, which has been very dangerous the way it's attacked your lungs. So that's one good thing. And another good thing is that the symptoms are a lot milder. People who are getting Omicron now, the vast majority of them are saying it just feels like a normal cold and it's gone.
Yeah. So basically, it's a normal cold.
It's a normal cold at the moment. It's mutated to what is a normal cold, but a very, very contagious one. One that is, you're just close to it. You're going to get it basically, and many vaccinated people get it as well because it's that contagious. But the people who get it, the vaccinated people, are by far the people who stay the most healthy, and the unvaccinated, unfortunately, mostly the people who don't. They're the people who need to be hospitalized and need help, and also continue spreading the virus at a much higher rate than amongst those who are vaccinated. And the research just shows
Okay,
it's as clear as day. Unfortunately, I believe in research.
Listen, Sam is
You
of
know,
his own opinion. Sam is of his own
well, it's not just an
opinion.
opinion because it's actually
My
research.
opinion, it's
That,
bollocks. My opinion is bollocks.
but Brownie, see, this is what I have to pull you up on, my friend. Is I love you, I love you to bits, but there is a difference between an opinion and actual fact, right? Because
Wow.
when you have peer reviewed research done by several universities and several scientific communities, and they come to the same conclusions, that no longer it's not an opinion. That is a fact. That's a proven fact. Now, if you come with an opinion, everyone's allowed to an opinion. Nothing wrong with that. But when you bring an opinion forward as like a fact, like if I say, "Oh, I think all yellow people are idiots," and that's
Whoa,
that's,
whoa,
that's
whoa,
a
whoa,
fact.
whoa, whoa, oh, we're
No,
not.
I'm just saying
Jesus Christ.
that's
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
piano
right?
shut down, you bastard.
But
This
there's
we
no, there's
wanted, this
actually,
we wanted
but
to
I'm
talk
just
about
saying,
forever.
I'm just saying, that's an opinion, right? And it's a very controversial one, and people will call you a racist, whatever, right? But there's no way of backing up with any research, right? I'm just saying, you have to,
That's a fair point.
you
That's a
can't,
fair point. But
you can't
this
just come
channel
with
is
an
all about
opinion.
opinions.
You
Fuck the
can't just come with
facts.
an opinion. An opinion is not a fact, you know.
I
That's
prefer
just what
opinions.
it
The facts are fucking useless.
is.
Right. Anyway, fuck it now. Sam is too fucking into this. Let's go on to another fucking subject. Right. But it's late enough now. Late enough. What time? Yeah, she won't be watching this. Last night, Sam. Whoa!
You're going back tomorrow evening, is it? Is it tomorrow evening you fly?
Tomorrow evening, yeah. Coming
Yeah.
back tomorrow evening.
Is it to Heathrow? Do you fly to Heathrow or Gatwick?
Yeah. No. It was actually going to be Luton at one point.
All right. Wow, Luton. Oh yeah, because you're going to fly with low cost airlines.
Fuck it.
Or you're going to fly with low
Heathrow.
cost airlines.
Yeah, I just wanted to get back. If I'm honest with you,
Yeah.
I just wanted to get back, and it was like, when you half packed.
But if you fly back to the UK, if you land in Heathrow tomorrow evening, right? Is that when you're due to land tomorrow evening, or when you're due to land?
No, the following day.
Oh, so you're due to land in the morning the following day, right?
Yeah,
I got you. Okay,
yeah.
I got you. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and you know what? I know I'm like, the chances are I wouldn't have a bloody good flight. I never have a good flight. I don't know. I've never had a good flight going to or from bloody Dubai from Heathrow. And I landed in Heathrow. I just.
Well, if you load up on booze and Indian food, it's not going to help you, is it?
Hey, after I had that Indian, right? I actually had a curry, a Madras curry on the flight going over as well.
All right. Okay. Well, that's
Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Right. Hold the fort for a minute. I need to go to the toilet, and then we'll talk about last night's date
with Mrs. Ukraine.
Right, guys. If you're under 18 and you're still watching the show, then it's your bloody fault. Yeah. Right, bear with me.
Yes, this is not a show for the youngsters, unfortunately, under 18. It's going to shock you. It's going to traumatize you. It's going to scar you for life. So please, if you're under 18, please do something else now. Go watch Twitch or Call of Duty or something, because it's not for you. So Brownie's on one of his famous toilet breaks again, which he normally does about 10 times an hour. Let's see what the chat is saying. Yeah, Paul was basically saying the same as what I said, that the viruses do mutate until they become weak, and then they're just normal viruses that people can withstand because your immune system can handle them. Stefan says, looking forward to my annual garden parties that Lamb hosting in the spring summer. I bet you do some weird garden parties. You seem like an artistic type. I bet you do some weird garden parties with weird sculptures in weird positions with weird colors. And then people come with those little canapes and hors d'oeuvres and fucking, what's it called? Like little weird plants that you eat and stuff. And yeah. And then you say, oh, that's a good plant there. We'll eat that. Riddy says Madras curry is an authentic South Indian dish. I'm not a big fan of that though. Okay, fair enough. Curry's quite nice to be honest, as long as it's not too hot. And Stefan's is going to buy Brownie a fucking commode for Christmas. Yeah, you should have one of those seats with a you get at the hospital, the seat with a toilet ring in it, so you can just stick a, one of those buckets underneath or whatever, to go toilet in it, so he can just sit there and just shit and piss all he wants straight down into the bucket all he wants while he's on the show. That'd be a good investment. That would be a good investment.
Piss off. Well, you know what? These bastards better fucking get some membership if they want me to invest in this bloody channel, like having a fucking toilet seat and shit.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's going to be your Christmas. That should be your Christmas present. That a seat with a ring. Basically a toilet seat for your computer, for your chair. On it, you can sit. You can take a shit and piss while you're on the computer.
No, hang on. Let's be completely honest, right? Let's be completely honest here, right? Because everywhere, I don't think many people actually knew, but one time I took the laptop with me to the toilet, right? And the guy who was hosting the show was absolutely disgusted.
I wonder why.
Hey, I couldn't help it. It was a fucking tough one to get out, could I? I couldn't help it. Bloody hell.
Do you normally see YouTube channels?
I was holding my laptop with one hand and a fucking toilet door with the other, fucking screaming.
As I was saying, do you normally see YouTube channels show that?
Right, last night. Let's get down to it because I know people have been asking me all day today. How did it go? I'll be completely honest, guys. It went top banana. It did go top banana, and I didn't notice until this morning.
There was a man.
No, there's a link between the COVID and bloody my night last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The fucking Viagra I took was made from fucking Pfizer.
Oh yeah. So you're well packed in there, son, aren't you? Well, your dick was well protected.
Yeah, but hey, I normally take them like Smarties as the night goes on, right? I really do.
Yeah, but normally you have a boner for 2 weeks. Good.
But normally I take 50 milligram, and I do about 3 or 4 per night.
Fucking
right? Hell. But these fuckers were 100 milligrams, so they were double the strength, right?
Fucking hell, you were like Doug Digley.
Right? And I had two. Oh my god, right? At one point, she went to me. She said, "Adam, you are like a machine."
Adam,
you are like a machine.
Yeah, baby. Yes, baby. Yes.
Great.
I'm a sex machine. It was like James Brown said,
Adam, you are like a machine.
James Adam Brown. Sex machine.
Honestly, no, but great. If on social media we had good photos and so on, and I think it worked. I think it worked. Well, it definitely did bloody work. Anyway.
Well, if you got to,
well, she left the room because she had to go to work at 9 o'clock this morning. Right, I could check out at 1 o'clock. I was still wanking myself fucking stupid for nearly 4 hours after she fucking left just to get
it down. Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, so you gave her the one-eyed snake then last night. Then so it's all good, then, isn't it? Yeah, you crowned your achievement there, didn't you? Your glory.
Oh, hey, well, I tell you what, I was sweating like a fucker. It was my fucking best workout for nearly 4 months.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway,
this is the woman you slagged off the night before, wasn't it? You honestly, never understand you and your fucking relationships. It's not,
well, it was a bit of a false identity, I think, if I'm honest with you. Right?
But you slagged her off. You went out with the lads for a night instead of going with her. You slagged her off.
Yeah,
2 nights ago.
A bit of false identity. I thought she had, because she was lying down.
You thought her name was Larry?
No, because she was lying down, right? Because she was lying down and I only had a kiss and a suck of a nipple, right?
Yeah. Your standards are fucking high, mate. You've got really high
Yeah,
standards.
I thought that. Oh, right, okay, so, fucking saggy. I was fucking slightly depressed, if I'm honest with you. But then last night I seen her standing up, and I was like, "Yeah, boy, let's fucking get it on. Let's get it on."
Jesus Christ, mate. You got high standards. You was like, oh, her tits are a little bit saggy, so I can't be with you anymore. Sorry about that. You remind me of
No,
Seinfeld.
no, man.
You never,
Honestly, she
you
took.
could never be with a woman if she chewed the wrong way. You'd break up with her.
No, but you know, you have to be attracted to someone, don't you? But
I love the way you put that. Oh, you have to be attracted to someone, don't you? You just have to, I suppose.
you know, this stream could well be fucking deleted. She's adding me back on fucking Facebook. I know this is going live on Facebook, so this could well be fucking deleted.
Well, you better hope she's not watching it now, I suppose.
No, she's tired. Adam, she called me earlier. Adam, I have a bad back. I don't know why. I said, well, you know, that's the fucking consequences. What's the fucking consequences?
Can't walk straight for a week now.
Well, she didn't know that I dropped those bloody Viagra, did she? Fuck yeah. I fucking bollocks. This morning, honestly, I was wanking like a fucking teenager over Pamela Anderson. For hours. At one point, the fucking hotel reception called me to say, Mr. Brown, your checkout is midday. It was like 12:30. Your checkout midday.
I've got to wank a bit more. I've got to wank a bit more.
I was like, please, fucking give me another hour and a half. Give me another hour and a half. For fuck's sake.
It's better than a mate of mine who fucking took the wrong Viagra. He took Viagra that's far too strong. His cock didn't go down for a week.
Oh, but I love it. Honestly, I love it. I love it. You know, you need to have a kind of right environment. But I remember, you know, my ex-girlfriend in Marbella. She didn't know, but I necked. I was wrecked. I necked about fucking 8 of them. Right. Honestly, and it was the first time in which I knew it was on the cards anyway. Right, but she rang me about 2:00 in the morning. Said, "Oh, come and pick me up." I'm like, "Oh, fucking hell, you're right. I just had 2 bottles of fucking wine. Okay, no problem." Right, so before I fucking picked her up, I took about 3 maybe at the same time. And then as the night went on, and the morning went on, and the afternoon went on, it was, she was like, fucking hell. No, I need to get a Scouse accent now. Fucking hell. Adam, it's like a fucking rock. I was like, well, you know. Did you know that Viagra was actually found in my hometown, Merthyrdville? Did you ever know that?
I know it was originally meant for something else, wasn't it? They originally.
Yeah. Well, in my hometown, Merthyrdville, was like a laboratory which all the new medicines and they get volunteers, pay for volunteers, good money really to
instant brownie. I'll do that. Give me 50.
No, I have done it before when I was really on my ass.
Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot, to be honest. You're a fucking guinea pig, you are.
No, but honestly now, it was something they wanted something to do with blood thinning. Right, blood thinning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So you know, they give all, and the following day after giving them all this one tablet, all of them said we can't get out of bed, and the nurses were like, "Why?" Because we were all fucking rock hard, and that is how they found Viagra.
Yep, it's by coincidence. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and then it's
who's this? Stefan comes in. I knew this would go fucking messy. I fucking knew it. Have you ringing for another bottle of wine now soon? Right. Take a Viagra and a gold pill called Cobra.
Cobra.
Never heard of that.
I would know that. That's something in one of these dark grottos in fucking Suffolk. That is.
Camagra. I've had loads of Camagra before, which is basically Viagra but in liquid form. But I've never heard of that, man. Brownie, the face of Viagra. You know what? If Pfizer want, look, I don't believe Pfizer with a fucking COVID bollocks. But if they want to fucking sponsor Football with Brownie,
You don't like their vaccines, but you don't mind them fucking blowing your cock up, do they? You
I
don't
got two
mind that.
left now. I got two left.
You'll be the
My
first
mate, my
person to
mate said to
overdose in
me,
Viagra. You will. Your cock will explode.
right? Uh, Over in Spain, you can buy them in the pharmacy. I don't know in the UK. I think you can now in the UK, but over here, yeah, you can buy them, and you can buy them singly. Yeah, go down here and buy them singly. And just my luck, the guy said, "Oh, we're out of singles. You have to buy a fucking pack of 4."
Yeah. And Brownie, being fucking as smart as you are, you can't just still have a single. Oh, I bought a box. I might as well just fucking chuck the whole box down my neck.
Well, I'm meeting her for breakfast tomorrow, so she could have more than a fucking egg on omelette, you know.
Yeah.
Stefan, I got prescribed Viagra because yeah, someone told me. Someone is in the chat. I think it was bloody Leslie. He got prescribed dog tablets or dog tablets because it helped his fucking his
Because you like doggy style.
meditation. I didn't do doggy style last night. Didn't do it.
Tell you what, though, epilepsy and Viagra, that sounds like a good combination. You can have a hard cock and just shake it around like that. You could just fuck someone by just lying there, couldn't you?
And she was like, "Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. I demand you not to stop." Great.
I am from Ukraine. Ukraine will
Yeah,
never
yeah.
stop.
No, because I told her, I was like, we were like bantering, do you know what I mean? Getting drunk and
Yeah.
bantering before. And I thought, oh, okay, this is a time now to fucking. I said, oh, the reason I like Eastern European girls, I like their fucking attitude. She said, what do you mean? I said, I like the dominating fucking thing. I said, if I took you to bed and you fucking tell me, you just lie there for fucking England or lie there for Russia, I said, I'll just fucking pull out and fucking walk out of the room. Do you know what I mean? I want fucking slaps in the face and fucking everything.
Brownie, do what you can for Anglo-Russian relations, Anglo-Ukrainian relations.
Yeah, well, I think she's more Russian Ukrainian than Ukrainian, if I'm honest. Yeah,
right.
Stefan, I tried taking the makers of Viagra court on the premise it didn't work, but got told it wouldn't stand up. Terry, unfortunately, I don't know how to delete you bloody thing on this one, but I'm not going to bring up. I don't care, mate, if I'm honest with you. Military Guna! Hi, mate. Hope you well. I've seen you for a while.
How you doing?
I know that he's going. He's doing more and more bloody Jamaican football bloody streams now, right? And hang on. Who was it? Who was it that told you, Military Guna? To start looking at fucking doing local bloody football. Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell. Even he's taking my advice. It could well be about fucking 18 months too late, but never mind. He's doing it now. The Brownie Rock. Well, you've heard of a fucking Gibraltar Rock.
Yeah. Fucking Brownie Rock. Jesus Christ. Look up
Sam, how is it where you are at the moment?
How is it? What do you mean?
The gaff. Work.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's going well. Yeah. I'm moving out to Clacton on actually New Year's.
Yeah?
Yeah, moving out to Clacton. I've got an apartment out there, quite a nice one, so that'll be nice.
What, is the invite in the post or not?
Pardon?
Is the invite in the post?
Of course, yeah. You want to come out and visit me?
Okay.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. More than welcome to come out and visit me in Clacton. It'd be great. It's lovely out there, to be honest. It's really nice.
Raddy says, Sam, who was your man of the match tonight?
I think you have to be fair, and you have to go with Eddie Nketiah because he scored a hat trick, and he had a decent game, and 2 of those goals were pretty good. I mean, I think you just have to be fair with the kid and say tonight he had a good game. I'm
hearing Balogun is being floated around all the championship clubs.
Yeah, Balogun, they want to give him out on loan. He needs a loan. He needs to find a decent level, and play regularly at that level. because he's too good for under 23s, but not quite doing it for our first team in games like today. So he needs to find his level for a while and develop. I think that'd probably be the championship, and then see how he goes from there.
But the thing is, Sam and Ketty couldn't handle a championship.
Well, I think a lot of it is down to the tactics Bielsa was playing, because he wanted more of an upfront target man than someone who the opposite. He liked someone who could come and join in with the midfield instead of having like a poacher, because Eddie Nketiah is more like a poacher. And he had quite a good scoring record for Leeds, actually, the games he played. It's just Bielsa decided to go with Bamford with one up front, and he used Bamford a lot because Bamford was like better all round, I think a lot of it was down to that, to be honest, because when he actually played,
maybe it was his attitude.
No, it wasn't, because when he played, there was no problem with his attitude there. And when he played, he had quite a good scoring record. But the thing was, he wasn't really involved in the play as much as what Bamford was. And I think Bielsa liked Bamford more than him, basically.
Okay, as an Arsenal fan, answer Oscar's question. Who do you think should bring in January? Who do you think get rid of?
Well, I think we can definitely try and get rid of Aubameyang if it's possible. We probably won't be able to. Pepe is another one I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Again, probably very difficult. I think primarily those two. Balogun will probably go out on loan. I think they're like the primary targets at the moment. It's difficult to get it. It's difficult to buy or bring in a player.
January is a horrible freaking window.
It's horrible because you're in the middle of a season. Teams don't want to get rid of their players because they're important to them. So
it is a horrible window. Basically, it's a desperation window. It's a desperation window.
Yeah, it's really difficult to find suitable players in the January window. I don't think Arsenal's really going to do much in January, to be honest. I think we'll just loan out maybe a player or two or something like that.
As a Cardiff fan, Oscar, a new fucking team, mate. New fucking team. Milton Guna, you were a big part. Of course, I was a big part of it. Bloody military. Bloody hell. About time you give me credit. Maybe a bit. But anyway, hope you're well. Hope you're well and your family are well. Do we do apartments in Clacton?
Yeah, they're not just bungalows out there. I know it's bungalow heaven out there. It's like 90% bungalows. But yeah, there are actually some apartments, some decent apartment buildings, yeah. And I'll be in one of those, not far from the beach, which is nice.
I passed out from Viagra before. I passed out many other things, but not Viagra, unfortunately. My duvet has become have looked at a tent a couple of times. And on a couple of occasions, it just helped me not fall out of bed.
You're on a tripod.
Laddie says, I'm surprised Odegaard started tonight. Are you?
Yeah, I am a bit, to be honest, because I would have thought he might have been given a rest. But yeah, he played both the Smith Rowe and Odegaard tonight, which I thought was a bit surprising. But, it went well. They both played quite well. And I think you're taking chances, in games like with Sunderland when you need them for the Premier League. But no, it ended up well. I was surprised to see him play, but he ended up well in the end. So,
hey, you got the bloody result. That's what the main thing. Milton Vlahovic in January.
Yeah, he's the big name, isn't he? He's a top scorer in Serie A, looking very good, real good striker, finisher. I just don't see him moving in January, to be honest, because big players like that won't normally move in the middle of a season. They'll want to wait until the end of the season, because at the end of the season, so many things happen. Things open up and there's things going on. Teams will want to buy and sell and do different things in the summer. So I think that's more of something we're going to look at in the summer, I would think.
I mean, I mentioned earlier January is a desperation window, and that desperation can be across the board, really. A player desperate to get out of his club, a club who's desperate to get rid of a player, and also a club who desperate to get anything for a player who will be out of contract in the summer.
Yeah, and Vlahovic is
You know,
definitely.
but then again, you'll have fighting with a player because the player will obviously want to run his contract down in a few months
Yeah.
later.
No, you see, Vlahovic is not ticking any of those boxes. So he's touted to. I think he's got. I'm not sure if he's got a release clause. I can't remember, but I know they want quite a lot of money for him, Fiorentina. But we'll see what happens. He's a big player. I think there'll be a few players. A few clubs will be in for him. I think this summer. I don't think it'll just be Arsenal going for him.
Raddy says, wouldn't mind Cavani or Wijnaldum on loan.
Is that for Arsenal? Yeah, I mean, yes. Cavani is decent. I think he's still got some legs in him in terms of scoring legs.
He surprised me, if I'm honest with you, Sam. He surprised me since
Yeah,
I
thought
think
he was
he's
going
an
to be.
absolute
Yeah,
donkey.
I thought he was going to be dead at Manchester United. I thought he was going to be dead and buried, but he wasn't. He showed up. So Cavani, if he's on loan, I wouldn't mind him on loan. Wijnaldum, no, not really my type of player, to be honest. I don't really like him. He's decent, but he's not really. I think we've already got players who are better than that, to be honest.
Stefan comes back and says, I've been a Clacton for years. Always preferred the nature of Great Yarmouth.
Stefan using big words like slubrious.
Yeah. Like fucking
Slubrious.
great. Dan comes in.
Stefan, come down to Clacton. We'll have a couple of beers.
Dan comes in. What job did you find? Interesting finding something that allows me to work from home. Fucking hell.
Well, I can tell you what, Dan. There is a lot now that will let you work from home. There really is. I'm not sure what your background is, what your what your expertise is. What you've worked with before. To be honest with you, I don't really know you that much at all. But if you do have anything to do with IT, like IT support or anything like that, there is a hell of a lot of work going online now that you can just do from home, from online. I work for different companies with IT support and things like that. It's very, very low level. It's not going to be well paid, but it will let you work from home at least anyway. So, yeah.
Well, more call centers and all that are going to work from home as well.
Yeah, you've got call centers.
But what I will say on the flip side of that, Dan, I've worked off and on from home for almost 20 years, call it 15 years, right? And I'll be honest with you, I absolutely hated it. I hated it. And sometimes I'm basically begging customers to have a meeting with me the other end of the country because I just wanted, I don't like living and working in the same four walls. It does my head in, really does my head in. So
yeah.
I can understand why people are attracted to it. But you're on about mental health. I absolutely hated it.
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
It really
If Dan wants to work from home instead of spending a lot of time commuting and all of that, I mean, imagine how much of your life you've lost commuting. I mean, to and from work. I mean, it's a lot. So working from home is nice and flexible, and it's not for everyone. That's fair enough. It's not for everyone. So there is that, but if you want to work from home, there's loads of opportunities now. There really is, especially within, like I said, IT and support work, not just IT support, but customer support as well, because all their systems are all online now. So you just need the internet connection. They'll give you what you need, like headphones and all that. And they'll probably even give you like a laptop as well to work with and things like that. And, the wages, the thing is, you've got to be prepared, though. The wage is probably not going to be great because working from home, they can cut a lot of costs through that. So it won't be very good wages, but it should be enough to get by on. And working from home, you gain a lot of time and flexibility, which is good as well. So there's, you look at the whole picture. I think it's a good deal, really, for a lot of people.
Well, with myself, okay, I need to take into consideration that my marriage was on a downhill, and I wanted to get out so I could meet up with other women along the way. So the commuting was actually great for me, actually. But
but listen, if some people enjoy the commute or they don't mind. Some people really enjoy being at the office. They like the band. They get on very well with their colleagues. They enjoy the banter. They enjoy being there with their colleagues at the office. Listen, if that's for you, that's fantastic. But for a lot of people, if you're commuting, say, you know, say a lot of people that commute like between 30 minutes and an hour each way every day, you know, it soon adds up. That's a lot of time you're missing in your life, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Simply or simply or whatever.
You can't get that out of your head, can you? Simply.
Right. Working from home is great. Went to the office every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long you been? Simply, I'm still waiting for my my invite to your channel for the last ever since I shit on the show.
Yeah, it was
So
Simply show you had a little shit on, wasn't it? Jesus Christ, poor
I
Simply.
know. Dan comes back. No, hey, welcome to the channel, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you know your family are well. Yeah, would like a bit of flexibility. You think they're going self-employed? Not too sure. It's a good one.
Self-employed. My advice there is self-employed is the way to go after you get some experience working with companies.
Yeah.
Because then you build up like a portfolio of things you've worked with, and you have things you can show that you've done. And then if you can potentially maybe go and get your own contracts and be self-employed, then that's a way of going.
Nick
That's
for
another way of.
contracts.
Let me finish my point, and then that's
Okay,
another
sorry.
way. And then going self-employed, then you will get a lot more money that way, being your own boss, having your own contracts, you know, setting your price. But be very careful of going that way, because when you're self-employed, you're also, you know, you're responsible for everything, you know, the whole business, all the taxes, all the costs, you know, it's a grind. And all of a sudden, if you don't have a contract, if a contract runs out, you don't have a customer, you can be potentially some time without any income. So self-employed is a real tough slog unless you've got something you can really sell to people. I would advise against it. It's easier to be employed and just get a paycheck for working your hours or your shift hours and doing that at least to start off with for a while.
Self-employed takes over your life. Absolutely takes over your life.
Of course you have to, because you got you know, if all of a sudden your contract's running out and you haven't picked up another one, it becomes a huge slog. You got to work, you know, all day and night to get contracts and get money, and because you need the money, right?
Yeah. But I love being self-employed, I'll be honest with you. I did love it. You know, the tax man paid for my fucking wedding, for fuck's sake. Never mind, there's something else.
There are a lot of positive points with being self-employed, but you have to, it has to be steady. You know, you have to have good contracts. You know, you gotta be secure with what you're working with. You gotta know what you're doing, basically, because there are some big pitfalls there, some big downsides.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
If it's not
if
done,
a customer goes bust,
if it's not done correctly, you can really go tits up. So so at least don't start off self-employed. Start off employed, and then after a while, if you like it and you do well, you've got a lot of expertise built up, then you can maybe try and get your own contracts with companies, because there's loads of companies out there I'm sure you can go to if you wanted to start your own company and say, listen, I can do support for you, I can do this, I can do that, consultation, whatever, blah blah blah, and get your own contracts. You'll get paid a lot more, but then, like I said, there's all the other bits and bobs that go with it.
And he said, good point. Think about a lot of fancy input. Yeah, no worries, mate. Hey,
no worries, Dan.
If you need help, let us know.
That's what we're here for. We're here to shit on YouTube channels, literally, and provide advice, life advice, scientific advice, you name it.
Yeah, just don't follow my fucking life advice.
Brownie and Sam University show. That's what it is.
University of Life. Right.
Yeah.
Got which dilemma in my head. Going self-employed, self-published online, or book deal, as I've had offers. I don't really know that industry, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, it's not an industry I'm very well.
I'm not really a big book reader either. I love autobiographies, but I don't really give a time now because I'm not married anymore. It was basically when I went on a relaxing holiday with a wife, that would be, or the ex-wife, who now is the ex-wife, that would be the bloody time in which I would open a book throughout that week, or maybe open two throughout that week. I don't get those kind of relaxing holidays anymore. And because of that, I'm not, do you know what I mean, Sam?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have time to relax and to do it. Read and all that. There's still a lot of people who buy books, even though
Oh yeah, definitely.
I suppose the market's a lot smaller than it used to be because of digital and all of that. But listen, Stefan, I was like Brownie said, I'm not really well known. I don't think I really could give you much advice here. I would just say follow. The only advice I can give is to people who are in situations that they feel are tough, or it's like a bit of a dilemma. They're a bit ambivalent into terms of what they want to do. I would say follow your gut feeling. What your gut feeling tells you is right is normally right. It's normally the way to go.
Yeah. Hang on. Technical writing is a bit easier. I have an engineering background from the time. Go, hey, as Sam said, wherever you were, thing is, how I went self-employed was, you know, I I got sick to death of coming home with my payslip and looking at how much did I in the company I work for this month compared to how much I took home. And I was
Mm,
thinking, you cheeky bastards. And it was at that point I thought, no, I'm doing it on my own now.
yeah, but you still have to pay tax.
Yeah, I know, but if you've got a good, accountant,
Yeah, but you still have. Yeah, I suppose you can end up with more, but yeah, you still have to pay tax.
everyone kept on saying I should write a book. I've written 8, thinking of putting an audio book out. Go for it. Go for it. And if you want, want to come on our channel to bloody publicise it, no problem at all, man. Chris, my brother and sister moved out. I'd rather be self-employed, earn less, live with parents.
Yeah,
Are
everyone to
you
their
taking a
own.
piss, Chris? Are you taking a piss?
Everyone to their own. If that's what you want to do, and it gives you the life you want, then fantastic. That's it. People, you have to do what suits you. You have to do what you want to
Yeah.
do. That's what it's about. Don't do what other people expect of you or what other people want you to do. Do what you want to do. That's what you got. It's your life. You do it.
No, I get this, yeah. In a way, I get it. Like pension safety net of employment too. I get that, Dan. However, if you're self-employed, your pension is property. You invest in property, that is your pension. And every time I have a bloody pension statement, every 6 months, every 12 months, I am nearly in fucking tears because it rises like 0.02% or whatever it fucking is. Invest in property and a mindset that is your pension. By the time you get to retirement age, that property would have bloody quadrupled or times by 10, and that is what you can bloody
Yeah.
enjoy. Do you know what I mean?
Property is a sound investment. Is very very very
Bricks and mortar.
likely, very very likely to increase in value, like you say, and give you money at the end of the day if you can invest in property. But it's costly. It's not easy.
Yeah, I know. Right. Looks a bit through. Paul come in. Paul is back. Never know what the pension will turn out to be in years to come. Yeah, I know.
That's it.
I
You never
know.
know. You never know with the government what can happen. All of a sudden, they can take our pension, can't they?
I've been paying into a pension ever since I was 18. And okay, I went in various pensions, and I still, even when I went self-employed, I was still wanting to pay into my pension pot because of admin bloody fees, annual
Mm,
admin fees and everything. I'm thinking, okay, if I don't pay into it, it'll just be eating up of what I've already paid into.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm lucky enough to be shown about the property, bricks and mortar. Uh, that is always the best way forward if you want a pension bloody advice. Although I'm not a financial advisor, if you two fucking have a go at me.
Yeah.
Stefan says, I lived with Dad in his final years, which I don't regret, but I also have my own space.
Yeah. Yeah, you did what you thought was right. That's what you did.
And,
That's what
and
you did.
that's part, to be honest, Sam, that's part of, you want to go Clacton, isn't it? So you
Yeah, I'm gonna be close to my dad.
dad.
He's not getting any younger. He's had a few rough bouts of different things the last few years. He's not getting any younger, so it's nice to be out closer to him and get to see a bit more of him before he, gets to that age where it becomes difficult. So yeah, that's definitely all part of it.
And Paul says, "Still you, Brownie, on the big TV. Fucking hell, I made fucking the big screen,
He's
Sam.
on the
I
big
didn't.
screen now.
Fucking
That's
hell,
it.
I should have done my fucking hair. Do you
Scaring
know
all
what I
the
mean?
neighbours. It's scaring all the fucking neighbours away now. You are.
Right. Should we knock on the head?
It's up to you, mate. It's up to you. I'm all right. You want to do it?
What
Do
time?
it.
What time is it back home, man?
Well, here it's only 11:40.
Fucking 3:30, yeah. Fuck yeah, no. Right.
What's this goat of the year rubbish in the chat? Is that anything, or is that just people
I haven't got a
messing
clue,
around?
mate, to be honest. The thing is, I don't know how to delete these on.
No, I just see there's been 3 or 4 people talking about you winning something goat of the year or something. I don't know
Well, you
what.
know what? If they want my bank fucking details, no problem at all. Otherwise, I haven't got a clue.
Goat of the year, it's like
Anyway,
greatest of all time.
Stefan says, keep on, Brownie. Okay, bear with me, then. I may have to fucking order another bottle of wine, I reckon. In fact, I
Bye
probably will.
bye flight tomorrow.
You know what? You fucking bastards. You fucking pushing me into being an alcoholic. No, I better not go down that avenue. Right, hang on. Okay, Sam, can you hold the fort for about 5 minutes and I get another bottle of wine?
Righty ho, we'll do it.
Yeah, and then we'll fucking take it from there. Fucking
Right.
bastards. I'm meeting the school for fucking breakfast, man.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Right, hang on.
Yeah, so Brownie's apparently going to meet this bird he was with. Was it tonight? Last night? Yeah, tonight I think it was, or last night. He's going to meet her for breakfast tomorrow. Good luck with that. After he'll be drinking all night, another all-night drinking session, which you can see. And yes, apparently has a flight tomorrow evening. I think he probably will get that though, because he'll probably be up and around by the evening time. He's in Dubai at the moment. He's due back he's flying back tomorrow evening. And yes, on the face of it, quite a dry state, but alcohol's everywhere in Dubai. It's everywhere, behind closed doors, hotels, everywhere. So easy to get hold of. Yeah, Brownie will be pissed by breakfast still, probably. Yeah, I doubt he'll probably wake up for it. I have a feeling that Goat of the Year award is not very important, to be honest. Don't know. I have no idea what it is. It's Nathan Lewis. I don't know who you are. He has been reading your messages. If it's something he feels he wants to do, he'll do it. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to make him do anything. But yeah, Brownie has a tendency to miss flights. He visited me here where I am. He was supposed to get a midday flight the next day. He was up all night drinking, and yeah, he didn't get the flight. Let's put it that way. Now he's going for another bottle of wine. So yeah, he's probably going to be up all night drinking now. The time over there, I think they're like nearly. I think they're at least 3 a.m. over there now. Anyway, going for 3 a.m. over there. CCFC Insider. Nope, not interested, mate. Who do I want in the semis? Paul. Depends. Don't know. I mean, West Ham, I suppose, would be nice to beat them again, because it looks like it's going to be just one game instead of a two-legged affair. It's going to be one. That looks like they're going to turn it into just one game knockout. Wouldn't mind West Ham, I suppose. Get them again. Chelsea, we've beaten them a few times before.
Right, what's people been on about now? What have they been on about?
No, we've just been talking about. I was talking about you missing a flight tomorrow, probably missing your flight tomorrow, or missing.
No. It's a night flight, man. It's a night
Yeah,
flight.
I know. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I'll say you'll probably get it because it's a night flight. But I said,
Last one, 9 o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
Right?
no one you
9
missed.
o'clock in the morning. And I was fucking convinced by my mates at midnight. So I had 9 hours before my flight was taken off. I was convinced that it was a good idea to go to clubbing, start popping pills, and fucking not get back for 48 hours.
That's a good idea. Always a good
yeah.
idea. Just before you need a flight.
Oh, my head was in my hands. I tell you, my head was in my hands, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Right? Anyone has seen the bloody? I don't know why the hell I was, doing all these short videos and everything. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it went down. It went down anyway.
They talk about this group chat called Burag or something like that. Burag.
I haven't got a clue. Listen, anyone who got my social media, send me a bloody link to it as a DM. I haven't got a clue, guys, if I'm honest with you. I don't want to bloody ostracize you in a chat, but, because of the channel has been attacked by various bloody trolls. Do you know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah, I got no clue what it is, so.
Yeah. What's the drug scene like? Well, drug scene in the 90s was fucking great, mate. I can't remember 5 years of my life, but it was fucking great. No, I tell you, listen. I'm not doing it in Dubai, you fucking idiot. I'm talking bloody 20 years ago. Come on. Hang on. Maybe I need to... Right, there you go. Sorry.
So, this bird of yours then?
No.
This bird of yours then, are you planning on...
right, listen,
doing more
okay, hang on, Sam. I need to do this, right? I can't bloody take people out of a chat on the laptop, but I've now got my phone open, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is a pre-warning, absolute pre-warning. Anyone who has a go at other people or accuses other people within the chat or you will be fucking banned. No fucking around, okay? So you've had your fucking warning. Right?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm waiting for a bloody next bottle of wine to come, Sam. Fucking hell.
You ordered one.
Yeah, I have, yeah. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You know the wine in Tesco's, right? Hardy's.
Right.
Hardy's wine in Tesco's. Now, it was cheap as... It was shit in Tesco. Bottom fucking shelf crap. About £7.
Yeah.
£7, call it, right? Now, me being a cheapskate last night, right? A cheap bastard. She took me to this bar, which, if you looked at the photos, is bloody a sky bar. On a top of a hotel and all that. And I said, I'll order drinks now on my way to the toilet, right? I thought, oh, fucking hell. So I went to the the bloody pee area. I said, can I have a bottle of your house white? I said, your house white. You know what I mean? She wanted fucking champagne. And I said, house white. Yeah. Don't tell her. I said, take the label off. No problem. Take a label off a fucking thing. Now, Hardy's, basic bottle of Hardy's can be bought in Tesco's for £8 in the UK. Right? Last night, I paid 240 dirham, which divide that by 5 would be what, 50
Right.
quid?
Yeah, roughly 50, isn't it? Yeah.
50 quid for something in which I could pick up from Tesco's 50 freaking quid. And it tastes like shit.
That's Dubai for you. It's fucking overpriced, isn't it? Really is. Really is
Tastes like
overpriced.
absolute shite. Ray, if you want to come on, mate. Paul, before hitting sack, come on, you prick. I want to. No,
Good night,
Paul has
Paul.
never been on this channel. Paul has never been on this channel.
Good night, Paul, mate. Have a good one.
Vamos.
Well, don't they charge you like fucking? Isn't it like fucking 50 quid or something to go up to the top of that Burj Al Khalifa, the highest building?
Or it depends who you know.
Yeah, but normally, isn't it like for
depends.
normal for tourists, like 50 or 60 quid or something like that, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Just to go up the top and look out the window.
It's a real expensive place, man.
I know Dubai. That's why I'm not bothering going there. I'm not going anywhere. It's just basically just a theme park in a desert. It's just going to try and grab as much money from me as possible.
But okay, I get that. I totally get that. The first time I came here, I did kind of have that in my face. However, very much like Marbella. I lived in Marbella, as you know, 5 years. Very much like Marbella. Hang on, the guy's coming now.
Stefan says, I thought London was great. Stefan, you think fucking Braintree is expensive? You do, mate. Fuck, you live out in Suffolk in a grotto somewhere.
Hang on. 1 second, mate.
Go to Braintree and say, oh, I can't have a cafe latte here. It's far too expensive.
Come back with a change. Thank you. Sorry, man.
Anyway, mate, I'll go get back. I've just got to take a phone call. I'll get back to you, okay?
Yeah, okay, all right. No worries. Right. Yeah, while Sam is away, yeah, basically, that's where it was. Stefan, 50 quid you having a laugh. Tell you what, honest to God, but it got me thinking then. It goes back to my bloody self-employed days, I'll be honest with you, Stefan. I was thinking, okay, how much would be import duties then if I started exporting bloody wine and alcohol from the UK? How much would the additional costs be? And then I could, try selling it to the bars and clubs. I don't know. It's, do you still live in Marbella? No, I don't, mate. I don't. COVID killed Marbella. COVID absolutely destroyed Marbella. No, I don't. Marbella won't get back to how it was. It could well be bloody at least 10 years. But no. Currently I'm living in the UK. I'm on holiday in Dubai. But I'm sure that I could well be moving here sooner rather than later. Stefan, I thought London would fuck next man. But it is the same way as Marbella, really. Right? Listen, you go to Marbella, everyone goes to Porta Banús, everyone goes down to Port, and basically, you can get something for. I don't know. I used to do a bit of import and exporting with drink in Marbella, right? And they would buy, I don't know, Copperberg, a crate of Copperberg off me, and they'd buy, say, 20, 30 quid, or euros we're talking about, so call it 40 euros, and he would sell one Copperberg at a certain club in Marbella and Porto Banús, sell one Copperberg for 10 euros. And remember, it's 24 in a bloody, honestly. But if it's very similar to Marbella, as in if you know the place, you know where to go or where not to go. What's property prices like in Dubai? Quite. If I'm honest with you, quite reasonable. Quite reasonable compared to certain areas in the UK. I think. I think they've just overdeveloped, which brings the property prices down. Actually, vamos. Sorry guys, I know that a little bit of a delay on this. Cyprus grocery shopping so expensive. I take out some. Yeah, no. Hey, honestly, the delivery here unbelievable. You got like a Dubai kind of app which covers everything from taxis, food, any food you want, and really, really reasonable. Honest to God. Oh, Mr. Braithwaite, grow up, man. Fucking hell. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You come back, my change. Paul, need to order some more Smarties. I still got 2 left from last night, Paul. What was it? 150 dirhams. So, 150 dirhams for 4. So, you're looking at around about 35 quid for 4 Viagra. Hi, Sam, you okay?
I'm all right.
Stefan says, shall we piss before back? Fucking right, I know. Fucking hell. She went to me. Okay, 9 o'clock. No later, 9 o'clock. Okay, all right, yeah, no worries. Fucking hell. And what time's it now? 4 o'clock. Fucking great. Sam, you to blame again. You are to blame again on this, I'm telling you. Fucking hell.
Honestly, you fucking tart. Always got to blame me, you fucking tart.
Hang on. I don't know. These weird bloody comments in here. But I enjoy them. I enjoy it. It keeps the views up, doesn't it? Keeps the fucking views up.
Yeah, Dad's going to open a bottle of wine now as well.
That's it. Yeah, you opened a bottle of wine. Well, welcome to the wine club tonight.
This is the
Why do you do an order? Why do you do an order, Sam?
International Wine Club.
No, but you know what I mean, isn't it? Right? Fucking 50 quid for something I could pick up from Tesco's for fucking 8 quid. It's just unbelievable. Really is unbelievable.
Well, you know, that's Dubai, isn't it? Everything's over fucking exaggerated there, isn't it? So,
but as I mentioned, very much like Marbella, is that okay? You go to Marbella, you go to the port, you go to Porto Banús, no problem at all, and the fucking prices. Because you know yourself, I used to go inland to fucking drink warehouses, wait until the manager would give me a call. Okay, we come in, we got sale basically because the end of date was like a week left. You give me a call, I'll fill up a van, take it down to Porto Banús and sell it and have a profit. Easy money, right?
yeah.
But even then, you're talking a crate of 24 Kronenberg, Copperberg. I'd sell for like €40. You'd be selling bloody 1 for 10 fucking euro.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a joke, isn't it?
Right, Paul says, who do you want in semis?
Yeah, I was talking to him about that when you was getting your wine. Yes, I think West Ham or Chelsea, I wouldn't mind them.
I think West Ham are struggling at the moment. They are very they didn't mind their game against Norwich being called off. I think.
Nah, they've hit a bit of a rough patch, haven't they?
Let's see. Vamos. Sorry, mate. Holidays in the sun. Yeah, temperature, yeah, around about mid-20s, really. And it is the coldest time of the year. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's hot down there, mate.
Yeah, I know. Last time. Seven says, make me a mod again, please, Adam. I got demobbed. I will do, mate. A few of them got demobbed because I switched the platform from StreamYard to Stream. What do I use now? Stream whatever.
Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs. So, yeah, I need to do it anyway, man. Need to do it anyway. Dan says, Sam must be happy away things turn around for Arsenal. A bit concerning for a while.
Yeah, the start of the season was very concerning, but yeah, since we got those transfers in and they seem to be working very nicely, got to hand it to them. They seem to, what they're doing now seems to be working very well at the moment. So just need that consistency going forwards. Need to start, banging those wins together, and then I think we could end up with a decent season.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, the mod squad are starting to kick in now. Well done, mate. Well done. With Arsenal going a weekend then, Sam?
We got Norwich away, so we should be able to beat them.
You know what? I think Norwich will survive. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe they could. They're just they're not a very good team. That's the thing, they're.
Brownies, fancy sneaking me into a ground to watch games from now on. Well, fucking hell. The fucking size of my belly at the moment. I'd be struggling to fucking sneak myself in, if I'm honest with you. But we'll see. Let me know what games you want. Thoughts on Steve Martin? I thought, if I'm honest with you, I thought it was the only appointment the club could make. They're going down the route of bringing the youngsters through, and it's only common sense that if you want to bring a youngsters through, then you bring the manager who has managed those youngsters through with them, and he knows their ins and outs and all that, and so on and so forth. Plus, as well, obviously, I was going to support Steve Morrison because I put a little fucking a bet on him, and that I'm good. Brownie looking after himself, Sam. Brownie looking after himself. Cardiff staying up? Yeah, they are easily. Right. I so want Arsenal to beat Norwich. They're poor at the back. Do you agree with that, Sam?
Yeah, I do. Norwich aren't a good team, so.
No, Arsenal are poor. Oh, Norwich. Sorry. Yeah.
No, Arsenal not poor at the back at the moment. We're doing well.
Tierney? Are you Tierney or the Tavares camp?
I think Tierney's come back very well now. The last few games he's been given. I think Tierney's showing himself back to that type of form we had him at the beginning. Tavares is still a bit raw. He's a very good talent, but he's still a bit raw. Tierney still has that first spot for me.
Dan said, "Did anything happen with our spray paint video?" But yeah, it did. It took him a month and a half to get back to me. But in all fairness,
and you only used the wrong fucking paint, didn't you? You twat.
I did. Yeah, I know. I used the wrong paint, didn't I? I did use the wrong paint. I bought fucking metal paint instead of brick paint, so it was fucking dripping down as a.
It wouldn't stay on, would it?
Anyway, yeah, the club contacted the police, and the police contacted me. But both the club and the police thought that just give me a slap on the wrist. It could have been hell of a way. The club could easily have banned me. At the moment, that could well be a fucking better deal. But the club could well have banned me. But it was agreed between club and police to have the fine, £90. And in all fairness, one of the subscribers helped pay for it. And you know what? When the police officer rang me up, he said, "Oh, look, blah, blah, blah. Can you come down to a police station?" Yeah, no, I even offered later on in that video. I even offered to bloody wash it off. I was just so fucking angry about it all. But the police officer said, "Look, Ad, I'm an Ipswich fan," he said. "Mick McCarthy fucked our fucking club up. But you did take it a bit too far, didn't you?" I said, yeah, no worries, So, yeah. Anyway. I'm a bit behind now. Dan, wasn't that your first time back? At least you will be remembered. No, first time back with Bristol City home. Fuck yeah, I wish I didn't go to that game. I'll be honest. Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Stefan, even McCarthy agreed with Brownie. Yeah. No, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. Do you know what I mean? The club could have put a stadium ban on me. Not my first fucking time, is it? But but I did like the comment from the police officer. Look, I'm an Ipswich fan. Mick McCarthy's fucked our club up, but you did go a bit too far. Yeah, no worries.
A nice one, that is.
What a legend. Yeah, that. Yeah, at least you didn't give. I did thought. You know what? I think if McCarthy stayed on, I would have had a ban. Do you know what I'm saying, Sam?
Yeah.
If McCarthy turned it around, I think I would. I think the club would have banned me. But because he didn't, then basically they followed my fucking thought of fucking my theory that he should get out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and what you did wasn't exactly hugely bad, was it? I mean, you threw a bit of crap paint on a bit of crap bricks. I mean, what did you do?
And it
really?
was crap paint, and it was fucking crap paint. I tell you.
I mean, it wasn't like you ripped down half the stadium, was it?
No, I know, but I tell you, I had to fucking build myself up. I had to build bloody Dutch courage up.
Yeah, of course, because what you're doing is illegal, isn't it? So CCTV everywhere.
I put the paint and everything in a rucksack. I went to the nearest pub. I got, quite jolly. I thought, right. If I don't do it now, I never do it. Go on. Okay, now.
Brownie, fucking Banksy Brownie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've never been good at fucking art, I'll be honest with you. I've never been good at art. And so it was just funny. Yeah, I know. Well, fucking. Because I come over here first time, and then I went back. It took him 6 weeks to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Shall I tell you? I'm going to tell you a story about my first run-in with the police when I was young. Right. I just got my license. This is a fantastic story. It shows you that some police have common sense and common decency, and they're not all pricks, right? A lot of them are. A lot of them are terrible. They're power hungry, egocentric maniacs. But some of them are decent, common sense type human beings. And I'll tell you, this is. I swear to you, this is not a lie. This actually happened. So I got my license at 18. Just not long after my 18th birthday, I got my license, and my parents, God bless them, they bought me a cheap little crappy car to drive around in. Right? It was a Mazda. It was a blue Mazda 323 back then, manual gear shift. Beautiful little car, worked really well. Anyway, of course, what do you do when you're young? You go out driving around, pick up your mates, have a mess around, drive around. The freedom, I'm sure you remember the freedom of having your license for the first time. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's a special feeling, isn't it? That feeling is just amazing. So it's fantastic to be able to drive around, drive my mates, pick them up. They loved it because they, most of them hadn't got their license yet, so it's they loved it. Just driving around and all that. Anyway, so I was with a mate of mine out one night. I'm telling you, literally probably a month after I got my license. And I driving down to this local town where I was, and there was this one bit of road, like a motorway. It's like a dual, maybe like a dual carriageway, but close to a motorway, where you're allowed to drive. You're basically allowed to drive 80 kilometers an hour as a speed limit, but everyone drove faster than that because it was just a nice straight road. There was nothing on either side, just straight for like, I don't know, a couple of kilometers until you got to like a roundabout. Anyway, this one night I'm out with my mate, and it's the middle of the night. It's like, I think it's like 2 a.m. or something like that. We've been out somewhere doing something, and so I was gonna drive him back, and then we had to drive that way. And so come out from this one road and then onto that dual carriageway. And I remember looking around me in the mirrors and everything. Everything looked okay. And I just thought, right, that's it. I've just got this car. I'm in a good mood, buzzing and everything. It's 2 a.m. There's no cars about. No one's about. I just want to see how fast this car can go.
Yeah.
I just want to put my foot down and just see how fast it can go, right? So that's what I do. I put my foot down and I just fucking, pedal to the metal along this road. And I think I got up to it couldn't do more than about 140. That was it. The max was 140. It's not doing more than that. So it's really like, you could hear it like maxing out 140. Anyway, so I got up to 140 and then got it down, had to break down again towards a roundabout. And then just as I'm coming up to the roundabout and I'd broken down in speed, then I could see right back a distance away, I could see blue lights.
Okay.
And I was thinking, that's typical. Because the first thought I had was like, oh, they're probably going to come for me. But then I thought, no, they're so far away, they can't have seen me or anything like that. No. So I just kept driving as normal. And all of a sudden, they come in full pelt with their blue lights. So they catch up with me and they pull me over. It's me they're actually pulling over. So now all of a sudden, I'm shitting bricks. And I was saying to my, oh, fucking hell, this is it. Because if they caught me speeding back there, I was doing 140 in an 80 zone. I'm going to not only lose my license, I'm probably going to be banned for years. I have to retake my license. Huge fucking fine. Because over here, they really do throw the book at you. Not over here, sorry. I'm not, back in Norway where I used to live.
Yeah.
They really do throw the book at you. The fines are ridiculous. So I thought, oh, that's it. I'm fucked. I was like, oh my God, I was so nervous, but I tried to stay normal, so the cop comes up to as he does, up to the window and, roll down the window. And he said, sir, it's just a standard, we're doing in the area tonight, we're doing a standard license and insurance check, please. Can you please just show us your license and your insurance? So I was like, yeah, sure. I was so relieved. I was like, oh, fuck me. Like, yeah, wow. I couldn't believe it, sweating bricks. So I gave him my license insurance. He said, yeah, this all looks in order. Yep, fine. Yep. Just give me a minute. I just got to go back and just check your license. Everything looks okay. I just got to check your license in the registry. Yeah. But just give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back. So he goes back to his car and he's got a guy with him in the car. He's got a colleague, another police officer in the car, but he was sitting in the car. He didn't come out. But then when when he he got back in, the other guy came out and he came up to me and he said, so I was just wondering, he said, are you planning on getting your pilot's license or something like that? And I was thinking, what a strange, odd question that. I'm not joking. He said, you planning on getting your pilot's license? I was like, no. What? Sorry, sir. What do you know? What do you mean? He said, well, strange, he said, because back there on that road back there, he said, you were driving so fast, if your car had wings, you would fucking fly. So I was just wondering, maybe you're going for your pilot's license. And I thought, oh, fucking hell. He said, oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, probably did go a bit fast back there, but sorry, sir. There was just, no one around and everything, middle of the night. I thought it was okay. He said, listen. He said, listen, we saw you. We could see you was somewhere. They could see me from somewhere.
Yeah.
He said, we saw you drove fast there. He said, but listen, we can see on your license and everything. You've just got your license. It's the middle of the night. There's no one around. We're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Just please don't do it again. Just don't do it again.
Fair play.
We're gonna give you a stern warning, a real stern warning. But please just don't do it again. And I was like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that was the one instance I can say where the police were actually really nice to me. Yeah.
I'm struggling to think of a time where police were really nice to me, I'll be honest with you. Don't drink and drive, stupid thing, but I thought it was out my system.
I've never done that, thankfully. But yeah, I know people who have, and it hasn't gone well. Let's put it that way.
Happens all the time in Spain, I'll be honest with you. Happens all the time in Spain. And, well, you know, no comment.
It seems to happen. It seems to happen more in countries where you got poor public transport. You know, because basically
that's right. That is right.
You have to drive to get anywhere. Yeah, you have to drive to get somewhere, else you don't get anywhere, right? And the taxis are like, you know, you got to pay £100 for a taxi to drive for an hour or whatever. You know, so people just drive, right? That's what happens.
Yeah, that is exactly. In Spain, public transport will go on the main road. Drop you off the main road, but you could be living at a hill with fucking good fucking half an hour walk.
You can't get up there.
That's my excuse.
No, but I'm just saying that it's in countries like that. In Spain, there's many other countries where, like you say, there's no public transport, so people drink and drive. That's what they do. If they go to the bar, they drive. In America, it's huge. People drink and drive in America. There's no public transport. I'm talking now living outside of the cities. You live outside the cities, people drink and drive, don't they?
Well, I mean, reality was, I lost my license within 6 months of having it. I had my first crash within 2 months of having it. And I think I learned my lesson now, yeah. People call me... driving Miss Daisy, the way I drive these days, you know? I tell you what, most insurance companies won't take you with a DR10, and you're right on that. But I tell you what, insurance in Spain, car insurance in Spain, is far different to car insurance in the UK, right? The insurance in the UK insures your driver, which, going on what Dan mentioned, if you got a drink driving on license, you pay a fortune. However, car insurance in Spain insures the car. So if you got a fucking banger, or if you got, no matter who is driving it, it's the car which is insured, rather than go discriminating against the driver, maybe because he's a teenager, or maybe because, many drivers in the UK get discriminated against because they do 2 million fucking miles a year, and as a result, they may have, a couple of speeding points on a license. I do think that Spanish version of insuring the car is always the best way, mate. I don't know what you think about that.
No, it's true. It's the fairest way, isn't it? And you can have normally also with an insurance, the driver is protected up to a certain amount as well. You know, if something happens to the driver, especially if you're not just paying third party, if you're paying fully comprehensive, the driver will be covered as well up to a certain amount. But yes, normally the car's value and everything that's going to decide that. And yes, based on the car really, then the person.
Cheddars, Plymouth goalkeeper Luke McCormack. Drink driving. Yeah, I remember that. And he says inside, but Spain exactly the same, mate. And I tell you what, there's a traditional drink in Spain, kind of like an Irish coffee type of thing, right? And you can go into motorway services, and you will see lorry drivers fucking drinking this fucking Irish coffee, call it. You know what I'm talking, but it's separate. It's whiskey, and it's a coffee, and they go bump, right? And
Yeah.
these are people who then leave that fucking service station, jump in a fucking lorry, and fucking drive miles. I
Yeah.
really don't get it. I really don't get it.
No, it's not good, is it? It really isn't.
What time are you up tomorrow, Sam?
I got 2 days off now.
Fucking no. Fuck
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
no.
2 days off now.
Fucking
Yeah,
part-timer, fucking part-timer.
fucking part time.
Fancy meeting me in Heathrow?
Yeah, you want to come here? It's no problem. Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
no, I can't go. Well, I can't.
Well, it depends if you.
The amount of outgoings I've had, Sam, has been
Well,
incredible, man.
if you don't fucking have to drink alcohol all day, then you can make it quite cheap, don't you? Can't you? But if you want to drink alcohol all day, it becomes expensive.
You know, it's fucking 3 hours to my breakfast, man.
What time does you land? You land in the morning at Heathrow. When is it? On not
No,
tomorrow. is it?
about midday, I think. About midday. I need to
Yeah,
double check. But it's around about midday.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Fuck.
No, but you got to. But where
I
you?
don't want to come back, if I'm honest with you, but I
Yeah,
have
but
to.
from Heathrow, right? What you got your car? You haven't got a car, have you?
No, I'm going on the train back to Cardiff,
Yeah, but where you got the get the train from?
Paddington.
Right, so you got to go
Or
past.
I could do Reading, actually. I could do Reading.
Yeah, so you got to. Yeah, okay. If you go to Reading, you go the other direction from me. But if you go to Paddington, you go past me, don't you? So you
Yeah.
can, if you want to, you can stop for a couple of hours or whatever. It's up to you, but you don't have to. You can just go straight home, of course.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Simply
Simply
say,
again. Yeah.
Marcus Alonso, I haven't got a fucking clue what he's on about.
Is that ex Chelsea player? Is it him?
What?
He's talking probably
boy?
about, I don't know, a player who's drink driving or something like that. I don't know.
Well, Lee Hughes was the famous one. With Cardiff, Ross McCormack. That's why Ross McCormack was kicked out of the club. And then lo and behold, he goes to fucking Fulham and he goes to Villa for fucking 7 million quid. Fuck yeah, now. You know? Oh, Dylan, do yourself a favour, my friend. I'm going to bring this up. Sorry, mate, right? Dylan, do yourself a favour, yeah? You're a little boy. You're getting groomed by a 55-year-old man, right? And to be quite honest with you, mate, you're a wanker anyway. Right, okay. Never mind. Let's move on. More. Sorry, mate. Yeah, Marcus Alonso. I know. I never heard of this case. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not really that familiar with it either, to be honest.
Hang on, mate.
Is he that Marcus Alonso played for Chelsea? I'm not sure. Didn't he?
Yeah. Marcus Alonso killed 19-year-old girl. I never knew that. Lee Hughes was a big one. McCormack, which Chris mentioned, was another one. I also know about Ross McCormack. I think Roger Johnson as well. I don't know if you remember Roger Johnson.
Yeah, that's another name I remember.
Obviously, Tony Adams. Was he drink driving?
Yeah, I don't think he killed anyone, though, did he?
No. Well.
But he still did drink driving. Yeah, he was done for it. He was put in prison for it.
Well, trying to think now, going back. Lee Hughes was he went from Kidderminster to West Brom in the Premier League. Stefan says, I remember Lee Hughes too right.
Was that Lee Hughes was a good striker who was really touted to go to one of the top Premier League clubs for a while?
Yeah, bald guy. He scored quite a few in the Premier League,
he was banging in goals, wasn't he?
You know? Oh, here we go. You know what, mate? The articles are there for everyone to see, and I haven't fucking, I haven't denied them. Fucking read them. But what? I can't be asked to fucking responding to you, mate. You're just groomed by a 55-year-old man. It's quite bloody. It's quite fucking paedophilia, if I'm honest with you. Right, come on. Let's move on. Did he say, yeah, I think he did, yeah. Because I think he fucking ran away from it, didn't he? I think he ran
Yeah, there
away
was
from the
some
fucking.
controversy there, wasn't there? Something.
Yeah, it was something like that. He ran away, but I could well be mixing up with the McCormack one. Yeah, he did serve time. He did serve time. Sorry, Sam. I know.
No worries, mate. I just
Um,
if I was you, the next couple of days, go back
yeah,
into go back into the chats, and because when you're on your laptop or whatever, or when you're just go through the mods and make sure you remove people who you don't
yeah.
want to be
Without
mod,
doubt, mate. Without that. In
and give
fact,
Give Stefan his mod shit back, and maybe
yeah,
a couple of the others.
I do apologize, guys. Just bear with me.
Because you can remove those who are mods, take it away from them, and just ban them.
There you go. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Stefan said he did run away. Yeah, he did. He did. I'm trying to think. It was another one as well. Ran away. Can't fucking remember. Let me think. Didn't something happen as well with?
I think Jermaine Pennant as well. Did Jermaine Pennant get done for drink driving, or was it just reckless driving?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna fucking search these now. I'm gonna fucking
You know,
search
Jermaine Pennant got
drink driving
done for a while.
footballers. Drink driving footballers. Hang on. Fucking hell. We like our gossip, Sam, and we fucking gossip
Well, it's
fuckers.
interesting, isn't it? You know, these players, honestly, all that money and fame, and they just fuck it all up, don't they?
It can't easily be fucking fucked up, or really.
No, I mean, all that attention you get, it must get to you. It really must get to you.
You are right about Jermaine Pennant. Let's go. Wayne Rooney. Hugo Lloris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney when he was at Everton. Yaya Toure. Firmino.
Talk about Toure. Did you hear about the stories of when Eboué, the ex-Arsenal right back, I think he was Ivory Coast. Remember him, Eboué?
Absolutely not. I
Really,
haven't got a fucking clue who he is.
he played under Wenger for a few years. I think he was before Sagna. I think he was before or after. I can't remember if he's before or after Sagna, but yeah, he was right for during the Wenger years. Eboué, he played right back, quite athletic and everything, but he was a nutcase off the field, and he used to. Arsenal used to have these parties now and again, to get the players together for parties and stuff. And apparently, there's this story. There was around one of the players' houses. I can't remember who, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all the players were there, and out of nowhere, hidden for like several hours, was Eboué dressed as a tiger. He dressed up as a tiger and like jumped out of a cupboard or something and scared the shit out of everyone.
Hang on. Are you making fun now of bloody Calvert Lewin's fucking dressing up nonsense?
Oh, he's another one, isn't he? Jesus Christ, he just dresses up ridiculously. That's the problem with him. No, Eboué apparently was this crazy guy at parties and stuff.
I tell you what, I tell you another one whose career just went on downfall after that. Darren Gibson, when he was at Everton, and then all of a sudden got done for drink driving. Fucking
Yeah.
Miss. And then he got done again when he was at Sunderland.
Oh, Darren Ferguson's been a bit of a.
No,
bit
Darren
of a-
Gibson. Darren Gibson. He was at
Oh,
Man
sorry, I
United.
thought you meant Darren Ferguson. Gibson. Oh, Gibson. Yeah, it's another one. There's another name I recall.
Former Arsenal player here. No, Everton, sorry. Jean-Philippe Gamian, or whatever you call it. I tell you what, Everton have had fucking problems with fucking drink driving fucking players. And obviously other players as well, which we will not go, bloody hell. What's going on at Everton? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
With bloody Sigurdsson as well.
Yeah, it's weird. That just came out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah, that has gone quiet as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's gone really quiet. Is he?
Don't know what's going on there, to be honest.
Have you ever seen the film called Payback? No, have you, Sam?
Nope.
No,
No, I haven't seen that one.
mate. Never heard of it. Dan says, "Fuck." Fucking hell. Sorry, man. Right. Should we knock on the head? I'm fucking knackered now, Sam.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
We're going for a while now, aren't we?
Yeah, 2.5 hours, man. Fucking hell. I only wanted a fucking hour. Hour tops. Bastard. I only wanted fucking half a bottle of wine. No, mate. Now I'll go live again in an hour.
Yeah. Breakfast show.
Yeah, fuck the breakfast. Fuck it. Come on. Fucking football brownies. Fuck's sake. Right. Hey, guys. Many, many thanks for joining. Much appreciated. I know it's been a long one, but you know what? Sometimes just good to talk, isn't it, Sam? Just good to talk.
Had a laugh. It's been good. I had a good time. It's been a laugh.
Many thanks for joining the chat. Many thanks, Sam. Much appreciated.
It's been good fun. It's been good fun. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Until tomorrow. Hasta luego.
Sayonara.